It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely. Bay,
Yes.
you mentioned the Civil War was won by the North. Why was the Democratic Party still around?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
I don't usually take that out if you lose the war.
So, okay, what you're saying is because of the Civil War, the Democrats were the Confederacy at the time,
Yep.
right? Well, then why? Why do you think the party was still in existence?
Relatives.
Actually, there were very serious proposals along the lines of what you're thinking
All right,
about what to
Lawyer
do
Wayne.
with the rebels.
Right.
Up to, there were people calling for everyone who fought ought to be tried for treason and hanged, right? Not allowed to serve in the government, think proposals like that. But that's why there was the mass pardon, and the idea was that they wanted everyone to just move past it, forgive it all, and move on.
And then you wonder why the government is the way it is today.
Doc Kennedy, you know much about Andrew Johnson?
A little bit.
Right, so Lincoln's in office. All right, the Civil War is pretty much just about all but done, and then John Wilkes Booth. Bay, what was his political affiliation? Democrat.
Democrats.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and we're not bashing the Democrats here, just doing a history lesson. Sure. Gets killed at Ford's Theater there. Okay, and then isn't that interesting? Kennedy was assassinated while in a Ford.
No, he was in a Lincoln.
Yeah.
It makes me nervous.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln was in Ford's Theater.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yes. My bad. Now, what do you think was going to be the difference between Lincoln in the reconciliation of the South as opposed to Johnson, who was a Democrat from Tennessee?
It's amazing you bring this up because I've been thinking about this week. What would it have looked like had Lincoln been a part of rebuilding rather than Johnson? Because Johnson was the one that allowed the KKK to come in. He's the one that was really supporting the South, wreaking havoc in their own ways. So I don't know what, of course, we can only speculate, but Johnson, of course, was a disaster and was impeached. So
not removed, though.
Not removed, but impeached.
But impeached.
Yeah. Much more legit than the latest impeachment we've seen.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it was
a legitimant impeachment.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a perfect phone call, okay? I don't know how many times I got to tell you. It was perfect. Chris Mulholland, okay? You're from the South?
Technically.
Any resentment?
I was born in Germany, so we don't want to get that.
Das ist gut.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
We lost 2 wars then, yes. But, you know what? Any hard feelings from north to south when it comes to Civil War stuff?
I've been to the north. It's very strange up there.
Why? What is strange?
They just seem very angry about a lot more things than us in the South are. And it's like, y'all realize that down where we're from, we lost.
Yeah.
So why are you so mad about everything now? I see, especially up in New England where I lived for just a little bit, up there it's more prevalent to see folks against different racial backgrounds.
Yeah.
And it's and down here we're not.
You know how many racists are in Boston?
That's where I was. It was
and they're more segregated than we are.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
My next door neighbor is from California. And we finally got into a deep conversation. He was like, "Man, when I came out here, I got to see that black, white people, Mexican, Puerto Rican, all chilling.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, can't do that."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can't even do that with our own kind because
for sure.
Right across the corner could be a Crip or a Vice Lord. You know what I'm saying? So that was like, man, nah.
See, I think that because of the war and the reparation. And
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Reconstruction.
There we go.
There you go.
But anyway, we were forced to deal with that a lot sooner and a lot faster because there was such a large concentration of African Americans in the South after the war was over that I think we have already gone through a lot of what rest of the country is now going through.
And remember, there was a black town called Danieltown. That's where I get my last name from.
Bay Daniel?
You know my last name.
Yeah.
Danieltown, what it was called. It was like between Erin out there towards that way.
Yeah.
Because my sister did her, what is that?
Thesis?
Where you take your DNA.
Oh.
She did that. And
Ancestry.
And it goes all the
Ancestry,
way.
right.
It goes all the way back. Yeah, like my great grandfather. I love his name, but I can't remember it.
I downloaded a new app. You know, it's a family-friendly app. It's a dating app called Ancestry.com.
Oh my God, Joe! No,
And,
no,
and it
no,
lets you know
no,
if,
Joe,
if
no,
you're related
no, Joe, no,
or not. So
Joe.
Did you find out anything?
Sounds like something Joe Dirt would have, not Joe
Yes.
Padula.
Right?
Ancestry.com.
It's the Joe Padula Show.
Bada bing.
Clarksville's conversation.